video, we want to talk about supported back bends. A lot of us sit in a desk all day at work and hunch over while we're sitting at our desks, and that causes the front of our body to contract while tensing up the back of our body. So a benefit of supported back bends is it's going to open the front body, opening the chest, opening up the abdominals, opening up the hip flexors, while stretching the back body and helping to create strength in our back. Another benefit is that all the muscles around our lungs tend to contract too, so this actually can help you to breathe easier once you've practiced back bends for a little bit. People who would want to consult a healthcare professional before participating in back bends, supported back bends, would be people who have back, neck, or shoulder injuries. Today we're going to show 4 different devices, and we'll demo 2 to perform supported back bends. The first one is one of these large balls, and before we get started, I'll just note the bigger the device, the less intense the back bend is. So as we move to smaller devices, that's actually a more intense back bend and would be considered more advanced. So on a beginner level, you're going to want to start with a larger device. Julia here is going to be our model for demoing. And one of the most important thing when you're getting onto a medicine ball like this is to start really low on the side of it, so that if you fall for whatever reason, you're already close to the ground. So as Julia has demonstrated, she's sitting on the side of the ball with her legs out in front of her supporting her. And then once you're there, you can slowly roll back onto the ball using your legs to push yourself back. And then now she's in a supported back bend. Once you're here, you have a few different options for what you do with your hands. You can either have them extended over her head, how she has them, or if you want to support your neck, you can just clasp them behind your head and support your neck there and hang out. Once you're there, you can either stay here or you can move back and forth with your legs, figuring out what part of your back you want to stretch and where it feels good, maybe where it doesn't feel good, where you're tight. And the most important part, once you're here, is to remember to breathe and to go gently as you get on. You want to go slow and gently, so you make sure that you're stable all the way as you get onto the ball, and same with coming off. To come off, you just roll back the other direction, and that's it. So this is a larger type ball that's available. For a more intense back bend, you could use a smaller ball like this. The method is still the same. You sit low on the side of the ball near the floor and then roll back onto it. And then the other device that we want to demo in this video is a yoga wheel. So this is a yoga wheel, and this is a half yoga wheel. This one's going to be less of an intense stretch, and this is going to be more since it's the smaller device, but we're going to demo this one today. So the method for using this is the same as the ball, except for you sit all the way onto the floor, and then you want to place the yoga wheel right at the base of your back, and then you can roll back onto it. Now this would be a lot more of an intense stretch, and since it's a smaller device, you can have it more on the middle, the lower, or the upper back, your choice, and you can move along there to see what feels good and maybe what feels tight. And then you have the same option here with the hand variation, either supporting the neck as Julia was demoing, or bringing the arms up over the head and letting the neck hang back. There's a lot of different things you can do with the yoga wheel. This is kind of like the basic beginning. If you look for videos on yoga wheel demos, you can see a lot of different ways to use these. Coming off of them is just to roll back up the same way as we got off the ball, except for on the smaller device. And yeah, that's our demo for today. So you've got four different options here for less intense or more intense back bends. And if you have like any kind of back, neck, or shoulder injuries, just make sure that you consult your healthcare provider to make sure that you're safe while you're moving into them.